Hello and welcome to the first episode of the second season of the Liverpool Dream. And during the first season, I've learned a lot, especially by watching the episodes myself and from feedback from you guys. And there are a few things that I will try to change during this season. First off, most episodes were too long during the first season, so I will try to make the episodes a little bit shorter. And secondly, I might start editing things a little bit more. I'm not quite sure about that one, but I might do it, especially if there's more than one game in one episode. But yeah, since we want to keep things shorter now, let's move on. And the preseason started with me getting money. A lot of money. First, I got new transfer money. And then a little later, it changed again. So first I got a reasonable budget of like 107 million. And then all of a sudden, just like a few days later, we got an information that the club made like huge profits. And at the same day, they changed the budget again to 198 million, like almost 2 million euro. And we also got a new like TV, Premier League got a new TV deal that gave us a lot of money. And then we sold a few players, and we basically had like almost 300 million euro to shop for. So that kind of changed my plan, because I was expecting to have like 40, at the best case 50 million to shop for, and then all of a sudden I had almost 300 million. So yeah, that made me like, my plan from the beginning was just to sign youngsters. But now I'm definitely willing to spend money to get better players. And among that, we also decided to improve our facilities, because our youth facilities got an information that it has degraded and become worse. So I talked to the board, and they actually approved allowed me to improve both the youth facilities and the training facilities. So I'm looking forward to see the new facilities pretty soon. And yeah, as you can see, I still have a lot of money left, and that because I have been selling a lot of players. So if you take a look at the transfers we've done for the transfer history, and you can see we sold Jordan Henderson for a lot of money. And this is actually not everything, because we had a deal, so we will get like 10 or 15 million more. This is just like the basic amount, and then we will get a lot of more later on. So I think it's 65 mil we will get. And I didn't plan to send Jordan, but what happened was that he asked for an improved contract, and I said sure, I can have some negotiations about that. And the reason for him asking for an improved contract was because other clubs wanted to buy him. But yeah, I said yeah, sure, I can offer you a better contract. And I offered him a contract where I offered to increase his salary with basically almost 50%. But his agent said no. He wanted even more. He wanted to increase his salary with like 100%. And of course I couldn't do that. So I mean, I offered him 50% increase. He said no, and he got really angry, really forcing his way out of the club. And yeah, I'm not going to have that, so he had to go. And actually, like, the salary he's getting now in Arsenal is like basically, I was offering him the same amount, I think like even a little bit more than that, and his agent said no to it. So I didn't want Henderson to go, but if you're going to start fighting and wanting to leave, he's out of here, especially if I can get 65 mil for him. And another big sellings, we sold Benteke for 32 mil to Bayern, Ings to 20 mil to Sassuolo, Joe Allen for 17 mil to AC Milan, Lovren 14 mil to Torino, Liori almost 10 mil Aston Villa, and so on. And also a lot of them have like clauses, so this amount is going to increase a bit. And then for the buying, we only made one major signing, and that's Vrie. I'm not sure what that name is pronounced, from Lazio. but he's our new central defender, the big guy. So this is basically the only big signing we've done this far. And the rest of, like all of the other signings are talented youngsters. A few of them from free transfers, and a lot of them was actually my like youth team guy who's handling that signed them up. And there's of course one exception, and that's this lad, Miroslav Klose, the man, the myth, the legend. And the reason for me getting him on a free transfer is, of course, it's always good to have a decent backup player if you can get him for free, but it's because he's the best striker tutor in the game. With that determination and that personality, it would be perfect if we can have him tutor a few of our youngsters to become really high determination and become model professionals. That would be fantastic. And if that doesn't happen, I mean, he was free. We can afford to take this little small chance. And the other guys, yeah, they are basically youngsters, a few free transfers, and a lot of talented players that I hope could become really good players in the future, because that's my main focus in this save, is to developing youngsters and try to develop them myself, tutor them to become really good players. But yeah, we have a lot of money left, and we will probably spend a little bit more. I've been trying to replace Mignolet, and I've been doing a lot of offers on other goalkeepers. I like even offered like too much money, like insane amounts, but I still haven't managed to get one. And I'm also kind of looking for maybe another central defender since Jordan Henderson left. But yeah, I've been scouting like a madman. So many players I've been scouting, trying to find somebody who wants to join us and is really good and doesn't cost like 100 mils or something like that. I mean, like a player like Di Maria, sure, he would be fantastic, but I'm not paying like 150 million euros for him. So yeah, basically that. So I will probably maybe buy or sell somebody else before the transfer window closes. But yeah, we need to keep it up. And you can see the friendlies here went pretty well. A draw in the first game, then a lot of easy wins, and then finally we lost against Bremen in the last friendly. And now it's time for the Euro Super Cup against Man City. And to me, this is just another friendly game, probably like doing a lot of rotation and things like that. But this is the last game of the preseason. So let's get to that. And the team I will be using is this one. And as you can see, I have a few injuries. Barbosa is out on international stuff. Sturridge is just getting back from an injury. Klose is already injured. Mignolet is injured. And yeah, basically that. So let's get to the game then. And we are playing away against Man City. And Ward, you can have this number maybe. But yeah, I'm still looking to sign a few players. I would love to get a goalkeeper. I have a goalkeeper in mind, and 4.5-star goalkeeper that could like thinks he would join my club, but his club refuses to sell him and continues just injured. They refuse to sell him even though they have another goalkeeper that they usually use instead. And I'm offered like really high amounts for him, but well, we will see what happens. It's still quite some time before the transfer window will close. And we're up against Man City, and I actually didn't take a look at how their team looks. I will probably do that before the real season starts. There should probably some update, or maybe even we wait until the transfer window closes, because we know we will get a squad update when the transfer window closes with all the big signings and sellings and things like that. But there it is! Balotelli, Super Mario himself, he scores his first goal for Liverpool since he came back from that loan stint from AC Milan. And I was actually thinking a lot, like, were I going to sell Balotelli or were I going to keep him? And the decision I made, since I got a pretty good deal for Benteke, and Balotelli, he only had 1 year left on his contract, and since the contract was pretty short. I knew that like I wouldn't get as much money as I possibly could for him. So I felt like a good idea were to sell Benteke, and I sold Ings. And then I will use Balotelli for a season. Because with a new contract, long contract, and he will be playing a lot this season, because obviously Sturridge is always injured, and the old guy Miroslav Klose probably needs some rest too, and actually is injured right now. So I felt like I could probably get his value up with at least 10 or 20 million euro compared to what I would have gotten for him during the last summer. And now, as you might know, I'm bathing in money. I'm bathing. I'm the new Scrooge McDuck. I have so much transfer money, like it's insane. So I didn't need to do that, but like that was the plan I come up with, and then all of a sudden all that money came. But I'll stick to the plan. And a decent first half, decent focus, guys. And yeah, so we'll see how we do this season. If it's as shitty as he was in real life, or maybe he can step it up. Maybe this is his big revenge. Maybe this is the way he's going to lead Liverpool to a Premiership victory. You never know. But no matter how it goes, I feel like he will be worth a lot more during the next summer transfer window. And of course, hopefully we can have some young strikers tutored by Miroslav Klose. And if we get lucky, they can get his determination and his personality. And then we will definitely start rotating them in the first squad during the next season. And Lucas Leiva is tired. He's having a great game though. Maybe I should wait a little bit with subbing him. But this is a preseason game for me, so I don't care if I lose. Let's use this to get some match fitness on the lads. Young Tillemans, he was loaned out to Leicester last season. And yeah, this season I'm aiming to use him in the first squad so he gets some more experience. But he had a good season in Leicester, was playing like basically every game. So I think it was a good loan deal. And I will probably either sell a defender or loan one out. Because right now I have 3 regular defenders with Manivriel, Sako, and Skertel, and then I have 2 youngsters with Oxford and another one that I would like to rotate in the team too. So I will probably either loan out one of the youngsters or sell, probably like maybe Skertel, just so they get room to rotate and play some games, because I need first team experience to develop and reach their full potential. Oh, guys, this is bad news for us. That's a red card for Klein, his second yellow of the evening. So we will finish this game with only 10 players on the pitch. Luckily, we're in the lead, but things just got a lot rougher right now. And how do we want to solve this? I'm thinking actually something like this and this. Yeah. And now it's probably time to go a bit more on the counter-attack, because they will have everything. And now we can tell the team also to play narrow. Like this maybe. And is there anything you want to change there? Could be like this. Yeah. 20 minutes left, and we're 1 man down. Moreno here with the throw in to Jan, Tillemans, Milner to Balotelli. Oh, what a shot from Balotelli, hitting the woodwork. What a finisher from him. That would have been a fantastic goal if you just had been a little bit more lucky. Well, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this season. I'm looking forward to see the youngsters develop. Actually, right now I have so many talented youngsters that I don't even have tutors enough for them. So I think I need to slow down a bit when it comes to signing youngsters, because I don't have enough tutors. I was actually, if Henderson would have stayed, I would probably have sold Milner because he's getting old. But since Henderson left, I kept Milner because he's a good tutor with high determination. He's a professional, so I felt like, okay, he can have another season because I need him as a tutor. And guys, this is it. We have won. I mean, I'm treating this as a friendly, but it's always good to get to start the season basically with a victory. So this was the first episode of season 2 of the Liverpool Dream. Make sure you press that subscribe button if you haven't, so you don't miss the next episode, and it will help me out a lot. So I'll see you during next episode, my friend.